Zanaco Fan TV. Yo, welcome everyone. I've got Puncherello and Chiti right here today. NKana fan, a man who's gone through a lot through his supporting career of supporting Kana FC. And of course, we've got my fellow banker here who's obviously experienced glory in the last so many years. But anyway, welcome guys to Zanaco Fan TV. How's the day going?
For me, it's okay. I had to make time, especially knowing that we're having Punch to join us today. I'm excited. It's going to be a good session. I have a lot of questions for Punch, but of course, we'll limit it to just the league coming to an end and whatnot. Punch, welcome.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so the league is coming basically to an end tomorrow. And if NKana do lift it tomorrow, do you think they deserve a champions of the league?
No, I don't think they'll be genuine, given that the league isn't run its
Perhaps, Punch, please clarify for me. What's the status as of today, as of now? Are we going all the way up to 34 games? Is the league coming to an end tomorrow? What's happening? There's so much confusion. I'm lost.
Well, according to the press briefing which was had at the Football Association of Zambia offices, it was stated that the league is going to end tomorrow on Sunday, so that the state as from the Football Association of Zambia.
Okay. Interesting.
Crazy times.
Yeah, because this morning I woke up and I noticed some posts from Bwezani mentioned 34 games. He just wrote 34, week 34. So for me, I thought we are going all the way. We're going to play the remainder of the games.
My suspicion is that maybe people remember on Tuesday the club are meeting with the FA to 2021. This is just my suspicion, and I could be wrong. I feel that maybe some clubs during the said meeting they may possibly ask that, look, we unfinished business. That's why maybe some people have made official communication from FA. They are said on Sunday it's done.
Okay.
And look,
yeah, no, go ahead.
Look, for me, in as much as all this is going on, I really feel the league should be nullified. As a banker, honestly speaking, I think we would have made top 4. Shouldn't have been a big deal with these few games to go. I think Chris Kaunda understands the Zambian Super League so well that I know for sure we're going to make the top 4. So the decisions that are being made to end it just abruptly like this is not fair for a lot. I mean, for a lot of teams that have all even prepared for the season, etc. So for me, I believe, if we could just nullify the league, I would be happy. Nullify, no winner, no loser. Let's continue with our CAF competitors last season and register them for this new CAF coming on, and we move from there. Otherwise, look, NKana, if they win the title, for me, it's nothing. They'll be out there saying 13th. And in my head, I'll be thinking 13th with 27 games. That's the closest they'll ever come to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want them to win it, to show us that they deserve winning, not coming close to it through boardroom decisions. You know what I mean? So any league should not end that way. That's my serious opinion.
I agree with you, and I've been following Punch the past few days. He's had a lot of interesting suggestions on how the league should come to an end, most of which I agree with. But most interesting though, if the league is coming to an end tomorrow, Punch, I don't know if you have had a chance to talk to any of the guys, any of the Zanaco officials. Is Zanaco traveling to the Copper Belt tomorrow? I don't know if any of you guys has got that information.
Well,
Are we traveling?
CEO Marlon Kanda yesterday, and I asked him whether the team was going to travel. He said yes, that the team to they said as a professional team, they don't want to put the name of team in dispute, so they travel. However, they said they are not to travel on their own cost. That they need to sit down with to discuss with the football association of Zambia for the cost to be covered on behalf. So that's what was stated. So the traveling seems that it will only take place. The cost will be met on Zanaco's behalf.
Okay. Has FAS committed?
Not as of. I was trying to reach out to someone FAS for clarification. This morning I couldn't in the afternoon. I couldn't manage to but I was trying to the Zanaco team seems to be more advising, and I could get a definite answer. Because you would expect now the team supposed to travel to, so which means that there was also a end camp in the morning, or not even broken camp. I can't even get a definite answer. Are they in camp? They're not in camp. The plus, and I didn't want to. I wanted to get a show. I want to say anything. And I wanted to get an official confirmation from a quote from an official, not anything from a player who told. I know I'm at home. Well, actually, maybe they're in somewhere. So, what we do know is that traveling, but as of now, I'm not sure if they've traveled or not.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a confusing situation.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. I mean, I read that we are traveling. I read somewhere that we are traveling, but you know, there's always people saying, "Hey, Zanaco haven't posted their traveling team yet." They never do that, but I've heard that we are actually traveling. Of course, like you said, yeah, they want the bill footage from what else.
Yeah, I saw that as well. It's true. Zanaco in the morning before the match, the first thing Zanaco and on a match is that they'll post in the morning usually between 7 and 9. They'll post the team which is going to travel, and they haven't done that. So that something is amiss somewhere. And it's going to be, I would say for me personally, Zanaco this period in time, for let's say maybe their people's phones or maybe the devices, or they don't have any electricity. Maybe that's not why they post based on how using this as someone. I don't think it will be a very, very, very good situation, given the fact that people don't know who Zanaco's team as the team which is going to, which means that for all intents and purposes, the team will have been hurried and then rushed to this fixture. It doesn't for Zanaco, it doesn't work for the entire.
Okay. Yeah, you were breaking quite a bit, but we get. I don't know if it's breaking on your side as well, Chiti. But yeah, I could.
Yeah, he was, but but I managed to get something from what you were saying.
Okay.
And for me personally, assuming we do travel for the first time, I wouldn't want us to beat Forest tomorrow. It's weird like that. Assuming we do travel, assuming we do play Forest tomorrow, I'm hoping for a Zanaco loss. Basically because I wouldn't want to see that 13th title thing happen. I think from all the drama, what we don't need right now is noise from Usakile. We don't need that.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You see, with me, with the noise in Usakile, I'm okay with it if it's something that they could stand on. But Usakile don't have anything to stand on apart from 2013 and the histories in 1964, 75, and so on. You know what I'm saying? Like, from 2013, the last time, they were in Division 1 in 2002, but they make so much noise because of that history from 65 going upwards, maybe. But coming up, the new boys, you might call us new boys, Zanaco, you might call Zesco new boys, but we're here and we're winning the trophies. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, the noise they make is not justifiable. It should only be justifiable in winning left, right, center. But you don't. And the last time they qualified to Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, there were a lot of boardroom decisions made for them to actually be able to qualify to CAF Champions League. So all those decisions, and
I just think it was one game. It was the one game versus Forest Rangers.
The fact still remains, this boardroom decision.
It was still a boardroom decision. It was still a boardroom decision, either way.
And you're still saying Likulu. And then just recently, the president knows them out because they are failing to pay a player. And they are still saying Likulu. These are stories you won't hear come out of Zanaco FC, saying we're failing to pay a player and left the club. You won't hear anything like that. So he's taking us to, we pay.
You know, the history of NKana is with glory. So it's like a classic movie where hero, right? The hero he's down and out and is about to be like slain, he's about to be killed. Then all of a sudden he gets the courage, or his friend throws him a weapon, he blocks death blow, and he just goes and wins the goes on. So it's expected to happen to him, but in case like that hero. And in came a leader of the nation to just rescue the team at the stood up and everyone clapped. And I think Zanaco will probably help the story as well, with the red and black Zanaco, and they, as the bankers, will just ride in town, dismantle the Rangers. At least that's the story which NKana want to hear.
Interesting. But you know what? After all is said and done, I would like to know from both of you, are we okay? Are we content with our top four? Are we okay with Forest Rangers playing the Champions League? Are we okay with NAPSA Stars playing continental football? Are we okay with not having Zanaco and Zesco playing in any of the continental competitions? For me personally, I see an embarrassment coming. I saw the NAPSA Stars versus Forest Rangers. That game, sorry, but it was boring.
Yeah, it was.
And you could just tell both teams do not have quality to play Champions League football.
Yeah,
that's my honest opinion.
It's true. I think the only team who really perform is no. In fact, I feel that Eagles have got a shot because they have consistently. The only team of all the four teams which were playing who've consistently played in 2018, though they slipped up. Proof they beat all the Pirates. I got very difficult Premier side, and then come this is kind of missed the. So that gap affects you. Forest and so this will be the first time. I must say, out of two, I'd say it will be very difficult. I feel Forest have got the best squad, but I don't know. It's not a strong technical base for continental games. Then for NAPSA, got a better technical bench, I do, but the players are not as good as Forest. So Forest have better players. They've got, when you competition, they've just more experience. They've got Isaac, they've got Cedric, the Cameroon who played the World Cup. They've got Quad Paula, he's played a CAF Champions League Confederations with ZSL, played CAF Champions League with ZSL, and got so many players in the squad who've got that experience. Look at that. A lot of the players have never played CAF Champions League, despite them being, they've never played have never played. Majority of their players have never. So it'll be because not their bad players, but just that inexperience will really weigh down on. For Eagles, Albert Tangi, this will be his third campaign in competition. You have that experience, you know what to do when you go to North Africa, you know what to do when he faces a team. They're players, they've got experience. I think his third year playing half competition. Then they've got Linda with his experience. So they've got a basket car to be unpredictable due to the fact of the team. But remember that they're a new chairman. So I feel that also they may a lot of restrictions during this period of time. The challenges in terms of fulfilling contracts, the word that some contract as early as happened there. So there are all these dynamics kind of which can hard to predict. See, there's also that maybe one players, in fact, maybe they may feel that it's time for them to be like Sate. I feel that if get really bad, they just to bring in 4 3 players. There's also maybe some good news. Potentially, I heard behind them some speculation that they box for him to make it. And then one of the Kenyan, the 2 Kenyan players, their agent is actually supposed to fly into. This is just information which is now for the first time. He's flying to the country tomorrow to see if they could renew the contracts of a number of their Kenyans. I think one of them. So all this works out if you can't team and then they can introduce Sombo. Then they look for other really good Martin said maybe he will look for another. Then I see really pushing that Champions Group stage. But otherwise, I think NKana may be they've got the best chance.
Well, on my side, to be honest, I think every team that we have that's going to represent us will actually come out in the first round. I look at Muhammad Fati. He's been fighting relegation throughout his career in the ZSL. He's been with Kawe Warriors. I remember he did great. Look, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. He's an excellent coach. But he's an excellent coach just at that, just at the ZSL. Looking at his game against Forest Rangers, I saw that he really, I don't know, I don't think his ideas, like Chris Kaunda would say, they are there, when you are there. His ideas are just there. They're not there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't see Muhammad Fati. I think he hasn't been tested yet. NAPSA is the biggest for me he's been at. And he needs to be tested at a big team yet. And I guess this will be the first test for him. But honestly speaking, he's done well in the ZSL over the years of his career, but he's not the man to take NAPSA anywhere in continental football. They'll come back home fast. Forest Rangers, as long as Kaunda Wembia is their right back, they are also coming back in the first round. I don't see them doing anything as well. Green Eagles, I give a chance to, because Agri Chiengi's style of play is something I also don't understand. I mean, the men can defend the whole game and score the 1 goal and win. I went to watch them when they played Pirates here, and enjoyable game. He's tactically, he's there, but I've seen a few games that he managed the national team, and I thought he couldn't read the game. So for that as well, it will come down to him not being able to. So I just see all teams that will represent us coming back. With NKana FC, you see, NKana, like they haven't been good the last years. We just have to be honest with each other and say they haven't been good the last years, you know. So even if they've made Continental this time around, it will still be the same story. I don't see any threat at NKana apart from Idris Mbombo, who, if I was a team coach from another team, I would just say, go and agitate Idris Mbombo, get him upset and get him a red card and he's out. Simple as that. So teams like NKana, I can't point out at anyone who I would look at and say, wow, this guy might be the leader in that team and go and win, or at least get us to the semi-final. So I don't see NKana also doing anything for the nation. If anything, Green Eagles will go furthest and it will just be up to maybe the second round. Everyone will be back home. That's my honest opinion on it.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. For me, I have a bit of confidence in NKana.
Sure.
I don't want them to win the league. Definitely, I don't want them to win the league. But from the top 4 teams, I think NKana might do well. Green Eagles, they've gained the experience. They've played continental football. I think this will be the 3rd time now. So well and good. It's sad that we as the bankers are not playing continental football this time around. Very disappointing. In summary, it's very disappointing. We were dropping points unnecessarily. And I think even after the resumption of the league, we missed out despite being given 3 points in the beginning before the decision was rescinded. We were still not going to make the top 4. So I feel we had a bad start. Of course, we had Mr. Takatiko coming in later on. We tried to improve our game. For me, I think his performance has been slightly above average, but I expect better from him. To be honest,
with me and Chris Kaunda, I gave him a chance this season. For me, I think we actually maybe take him to be assistant and we get another coach in. We've drawn 2 home games. We've drawn to Nkwazi, we drew away to KYSA, we drew at home to Lumwana, and all the games we won at home, you know. So his record is a bit questionable, in as much as they say a home game is never guaranteed. I also don't see him. I'm kind of glad we're not going to the Champions League or CAF. So I could actually see how he would do in the ZSL next season. And I honestly think he should just be given this one season to see where we'll go. Because I also think we won't go far. Granted, we had the win away in continental football, which was a good result, but it was a result that really didn't matter. I mean, it was coming back of a 3-0 loss at home. So for me, Chris Kaunda has had above average season, excellent stats. I mean, I think 1 loss and something like 17 or something, 12 wins and 2 draws or something. But he's had a great start to the season, but he's not the man to take us to the promised land. I'm anti-foreign coaches. I'm one guy who's anti-foreign coaches, but I think Zanaco, is about time maybe we got someone foreign just to take us, because we are always in continental and we never go far. So I feel maybe it's about time someone could teach us how it's done in continental, as opposed to just coming back, almost getting there, but never getting there. That's my 2 cents on Chris Kaunda. Mr. Punch, what do you think about CK?
Yeah, I need to leave, so, but before I do that, I want to hear from Punch. Yeah. Our season in summary, Zanaco season in summary. What's your take?
I think it was a pretty under, you know. I think he had there for some time, and I think players just function under him, and you could see that the team started doing it. Then under Chris, I think early January, that's when he came. First game was against SA of Benin, easy game. It was an easy win home, and then there continued the build on the team. And the classic match was the match against AS Vita, where Zanaco was really at death to further and help them qualify in the next round. So he was really doing well, and everything in his direction would start. He didn't have time to retrain. He was talking I don't have time to explain the player tactics because every day, 2 days, we're playing every 4 or 5 days. We're flying out of the country or driving to the site to play a match. He was a little under pressure. The first fixtures he were all at home. So it was easy for him to talk up wins. And then after, when the league made a return, I really want to bring him for the 3-0 loss against all those players got taken out of the game. But against Lumana, I would say, and again against Lumana, we have to come up against Katpi, who one of the most experienced coaches. So Lumana was going to make them win. Lumana very stubborn. So it was going to be very, very difficult to beat them. I'd like to have seen him play more games, maybe 7, then you can find judge to see whether 7, 10 games is like grace period, like still used to as the players are really fighting the team. And then from then on, the other game, they say that, okay, this is where tactics now start, where you can now start judging. Too short to be a good assessment. So I would have to say that maybe he is the man. Maybe, those first 7 games were that honeymoon period, and the players were just excited to have a coach.
No, okay, no. I appreciate that, Mr. Punch. Really appreciate you coming on to Zanaco Fan TV. It's been a great chat. I hope we'll do more. We're just starting out, so I hope we'll do more and feature you more, especially when Zanaco and NKana are playing and we're hammering you 3-0 away as well.
But we'll see about that one.
No, there you have it, folks. Zanaco Fan TV. Remember, we're all Zanaco One. Peace out.